Hex is another digital currency that vows to change the manner in which we contemplate cash. Not at all like customary government-issued types of money constrained by national banks. Hex is decentralized, implying that it isn't dependent upon the impulses of state-run administrations or monetary foundations. All things being equal, Hex is overseen by an organization of PCs that anybody can join. This makes Hex stronger to control and expansion and gives clients more command over their funds. Furthermore, Hex is intended to be more easy to understand than other cryptographic forms of money, with a simple to-utilize connection point and straightforward exchanges. Subsequently, Hex can possibly turn into the following large thing in the crypto world. Hex is another digital currency that is advertised as the first blockchain endorsement of Store. The thought behind Hex is that it will give a method for peopling to procure interest on their digital currency property. To do this, Hex will utilize the confirmation of stake framework. What's genuinely going on with Hex? Sent off in December 2019 by Richard Hart, Hex is a crypto project that expects to make a more effective and straightforward digital money. The undertaking depends on blockchain innovation, which empowers secure, sealed exchanges. Hex likewise looks to develop existing cryptographic forms of money by executing various new highlights, like moment exchanges and an easy-to-understand interface. Likewise, Hex offers its clients various prizes and motivators for holding and utilizing the money. The group behind Hex accepts that their venture can possibly reform the digital currency industry. Hex is an ERC20 token. It runs on the Ethereum blockchain. Hex stores are locked for a set time frame, during which they build interest. At the point when the term of the store lapses, the assets, including the interest, can be removed. Hex is intended to offer a preferable profit from venture over conventional financial items, and it has been supported by some high-profile figures in the digital money local area. Notwithstanding, Hex is as yet a moderately new venture, and it is not yet clear whether following through on its promises will be capable. One remarkable element of Hex is its diagram of future locked supply. This outline shows how the stockpile of Hex will diminish over the long haul as additional tokens are secured in the Hex framework. This assists with guaranteeing that Hex will hold its worth and that financial backers will actually want to benefit from its appreciation. Will Hexcoin Hex reach $1? At this point, the cost of Hex is still somewhat low, and there is hypothesis that it could reach $1 sooner rather than later. There are a few factors that could add to this cost increment. To begin with, Hex is supported by a group of experienced engineers who have a history of fruitful tasks. Second, the Hex crypto has a restricted stockpile, which could prompt rising interest as additional individuals find out about the cache. At last, Hex tokens stand out from a few colossal crypto stages. Hex was recorded on pulsex in November 2021 and was added to the Coinbase wallet in December of that very year. This widening openness could bring about additional individuals purchasing and holding the Hex crypto, driving up the cost. Hex value expectation 2023. As per the specialized examination of Hex costs expected in 2023, the base expense of Hex will be $0.072997. The greatest level that the Hex cost can reach is $0.0869913. The typical exchanging cost is normal around $0.0759924. Possible return for capital invested, 64.1% by Hex value gauge for February 2023. In view of the value vacillations of Hex toward the start of 2023, crypto specialists expect the typical Hex pace of $0.0559944 in February 2023. Its base and greatest costs can be anticipated at $0.0509949 and at $0.0579942 separately. Likely return on initial capital investment, 9.4% by WAC 2023. Hex value gauge digital money specialists are prepared to declare their estimate at the Hex cost in WAC 2023. The base exchanging cost may be $0.0539946, while the most extreme could reach $0.0599994 during this month. By and large, it is normal that the worth of Hex may be around $0.0569943. Possible return for capital invested, 13.2% by Hex value gauge for April 2023. Crypto examiners have really taken a look at the value changes of Hex in 2023 and in earlier years, so the normal Hex rate they foresee may be around $0.0589941 in April 2023. It can drop to $0.0569943 as a base. The greatest worth may be $0.0619938. Expected return for capital invested, 17% by May 2023. HEX value gauge around mid-year 2023. The HEX cost will be exchanged at $0.0609939 overall. May 2023 could likewise observe an expansion in the HEX worth to $0.0649935. It is accepted that the cost won't drop lower than $0.0579942 in May 2023. Possible return for money invested, 22.6% by HEX value figure for June 2023. Crypto specialists have examined HEX costs in 2023, so they are prepared to give their assessed exchanging normal to June 2023 $0.0619938. The most reduced and top HEX rates may be $0.0599994 and $0.0679932. Likely return for capital invested, 28.3% by July 2023. HEX value estimate. Crypto examiners expect that toward the finish of summer 2023, the HEX cost will be around $0.0639936. In July 2023, the HEX expense might drop to at least $0.0619938. The normal pinnacle worth may be $0.0709929 in July 2023. Possible return for money invested, 33.9% by HEX value estimate for August 2023. Having broke down HEX costs, digital currency specialists expect that the HEX rate could arrive at a limit of $0.0739926 in August 2023. It may, nonetheless, drop to $0.0639936. For August 2023, the gauge normal of HEX is almost $0.0659934. Expected return for money invested, 39.6% by September 2023. HEX value gauge around mid-2023. The HEX expense will be exchanged at the typical degree of $0.0679932. Crypto examiners expect that in September 2023, the HEX cost could vary somewhere in the range of $0.0649935 and $0.0759924. Likely return for capital invested, 43.4% by HEX value estimate for October 2023. Market specialists expect that in October 2023, the HEX worth won't dip under at least $0.0679932. The most extreme pinnacle expected for this present month is $0.0799992. The assessed typical exchanging worth will be at the degree of $0.0699993. Expected return for capital invested, 50.9% by November 2023. HEX value gauge. Cryptographic money specialists have painstakingly dissected the scope of HEX costs all through 2023. For November 2023, their figure is the accompanying. The greatest exchanging worth of HEX will be around $0.08299.